The stories you are about to see are real. The rewards up to $5 million are real. This is Crime Reports and Rewards with Rick Griffin and Dave Michaels, where you stay anonymous, the criminals don't.
The Augusta Chronicle's crime reporter Doug Stutzman reports an Augusta man fires a gunshot towards home invaders. An Augusta man took a shot at some home invaders Wednesday. The man, 66 years old, was sleeping on his couch when he was awakened by a pair of intruders about 5:42 a.m. According to an incident report, the man grabbed a gun and fired a shot in the direction of the two home invaders. The shot shattered a window and the black males ran away. The victim told deputies he reached for his gun and fired when he saw a pair of hands reaching through his living room window. Hey, let's wake up at 5:42 a.m. and find people reaching into your living room window. That had to be fun. The first suspect is described as a light-skinned black male. The second suspect is listed as a dark-skinned black male and was last seen wearing a jacket and running for his life. Anyone with information may contact the Richmond County Sheriff's Office at 706-821-1000. Crime Reports and Rewards at our text tip line at 803-441-8744 or our new text tip line and voicemail system that you may see on your screen. If a press release is done and your tip results in an arrest, and that press release says a Crime Reports and Rewards tip led to an arrest, the tipster will be paid. Once again this week, authorities informed me that if someone knows enough about you and is found red-handed with an item they stole from you, that they may be able to get away with stealing that item even though they stole it, and they may be able to continue stealing from you. The authorities may not even issue a police report if the thief knows enough about you to convince them you might have let them take the item based solely on the information the thieves may gather about you that allows them to get away with stealing from you only because they claim to know you. That's a pretty good reason to clean out your Facebook and Twitter accounts where you've got people that have friended you and you don't really know them. You're talking about this, you're showing off your car, you're showing your beautiful home, you're showing your beautiful family that just happens to have jet skis in the background and such. If you show these pictures on social media and a thief comes and steals one of these items without asking you, without your knowledge, just comes by and steals it out of the blue and gets caught red-handed with it, the thief, if they have done their homework, may be able to convince the police that somehow you might have given them permission to take that item. So we just have to ask. The police work around a lot of criminals all the time, and the criminals can read a law enforcement officer's Facebook page just like they read yours. They can see that brand new Camaro or that restored Camaro or that real nice motorcycle or that jet ski or something that the police officer has. Do you think the police or law enforcement or the authorities are going to treat a thief that stole from them the same way that a thief is treated when they steal from you? Do you think there'll be any difference in treatment? We want to know. Go to our crimereportsandrewards.com Facebook page by searching for Crime Reports and Rewards. Then put your comment under this section and let us know what you think. Do you think police will treat a thief who steals from them differently than a thief who steals from you? Let us know what you think. We may even put you on next week's show. Thank you for your time. Augusta Chronicle crime reporter Doug Stutzman reports that May Park, the park that you see catty-corner looking at the Richmond County Sheriff's Office, has been vandalized. Now you would think that a park that is looking directly at the Richmond County Sheriff's Office, every time everybody looks out the window, they're looking at May Park, would be a pretty safe place. You would be wrong. An Augusta Parks and Recreation employee Monday morning discovered the damage to the park on the 600 block of 4th Street. According to an incident report, signs were spray painted, basketball goals were damaged, and both locks on gated fences had been cut loose. Wow, that is amazing that they would go there right next to the Richmond County Sheriff's Office and do all that damage. What do you guys think? Do you think it's somebody that doesn't like the people playing at May Park? Or do you think it's people that do play at May Park that just got bored and decided they wanted to do something to May Park? Now remember, that's also right behind the narcotics headquarters, which is looking down the street at the, what is suspected to be some of the largest groups of the most numerous groups suspected. We don't know, but it has been reported several times, and a lot of shootings and such happen right down the street from the narcotics place. So you have to wonder, the place that's behind the narcotics place has been vandalized. There are suspected drug dealers all up and down that area, suspected. We're not saying they are, but sure, kind of looks like it. We have a lot of reports. And the Richmond County Sheriff's Office headquarters is right there. Yet, somebody vandalized it. That's kind of amazing. So if you have any information about the vandalization of May Park, we urge you to contact the Sheriff's Office at 706-821-1000. Crime Reports and Rewards on our text line at 803-441-8744. Or email us at tips@crimereportsandrewards.com, where you remain anonymous. And if they say that a Crime Reports and Rewards tip led to an arrest, the tipster gets paid. WRDW News Channel 12 reports Richmond County deputies responded to Rollins Elementary School on Saturday afternoon in regards to a burglary. The principal of the school, Sharon Ray, stated someone broke into the school sometime after 4 p.m. Friday afternoon. Ray stated someone broke into classroom 17 by throwing a large rock through a window. Then they stole a computer and monitor. There are no security cameras and only a fire alarm was activated at the time. The Augusta Fire Department found the broken window while they were checking the building after responding to the fire alarm. If you think you know who or where the individual who stole this computer may be, or the stolen computer or monitor, we urge you to contact the police. Crime Reports and Rewards.com. Text tip line at 803-441-8744, where if a press release says a Crime Reports and Rewards tip led to an arrest, the tipster will be paid. Augusta Chronicle crime reporter Doug Stutzman reports that a Richmond County home was ransacked and burglarized. Police are looking for a suspect in the ransacking of a Hepzibah home which was burglarized Tuesday. About 7:25 p.m., deputies responded to the 1400 block in the Brookstone Road area where a 27-year-old woman arrived home and found her belongings missing or scattered throughout the residence. According to an incident report, more than $20,000 worth of items were stolen, including women's jewelry, a refrigerator, televisions, a microwave, and antiques. The female said a back window had been smashed and the deadbolt to her back door was cut loose. The master bedroom was completely ransacked, the report said. Let me tell you something about a deadbolt being cut loose. They had to have something like a battery-operated saw to be able to cut the deadbolt loose on her back door. Then they had to have some type of pickup truck or trailer to load the refrigerator, you see, and probably a dolly to load the refrigerator. So the suspect, or suspects, which in this case we suspect may have been at least two individuals, are probably driving some type of pickup truck or an automobile with a trailer large enough to load a refrigerator, televisions, microwave, antiques, $20,000 worth of stuff. So if you suspect you know who or where these individuals may be, or if someone tries to sell you a refrigerator, televisions, a microwave, and antiques and such, and they don't seem to have any good reason or excuse or receipts or, where did they get this stuff? We urge you to contact the police. CrimeReportsAndRewards.com's tip line at 803-441-8744, which is the CSRA's really, we think, the region's only text tip line. We haven't seen anybody else, anywhere else, with a text tip line. If a press release says that a Crime Reports and Rewards tip led to the recovery of any of these stolen items or the arrest of anybody for anything, the tipster will be paid. Augusta Chronicles crime reporter Doug Stutzman reports the Richmond County Sheriff's Office is looking for the black female you see on your screen who is wanted in connection with an aggravated assault. LaToya Jones, who is 24 years old, is wanted for connection with an assault that took place July 11th, according to Sergeant Shane McDaniels. Jones is wanted for possession of a knife during the commission of a crime. Ruh-roh, somebody got cut. How many here bet the glow-in-the-dark dude gets chopped or covered? Since it's too hot for a wig, my vote is she chops it, but she could don a full-face wig and walk around like it from the Addams Family for a while. If you know where she's at, we urge you to please call the Sheriff's Office at 706-821-1020 or text your tip to 803-441-8744. If a press release says a CrimeReportsAndRewards.com tip led to an arrest, you will be paid. Army CID is looking for a suspect wanted for a sexual assault reported November 16, 2014 in the parking lot of the Freedom Park on Fort Gordon. Wow, 2014, huh? CID really gets around this stuff pretty quick. Not. The suspect is described as a white male in his early 20s, green eyes, possibly wearing colored contacts. He has blonde hair. He stands about 5'8" to 5'10" and has a very short haircut. A scar parallel to his left ear about 1 inch in length, and was at the time of the sexual assault wearing an Atlanta Braves cap. Well, since 2014, he might not still have the cap. Investigators say he has a good knowledge of Fort Gordon and may hunt, fish, or ride motorcycles or ATVs on the post. Police say the suspect drives a dark in color 4-door newer model car with full tinted windows, black rims with red ring trim. The dark-colored vehicle also has a neon light undercarriage package. Well, since 2014, the neon may have wore out. The car looks like an Infiniti Q50 or Honda Accord, and at one time, a Darth Vader figurine was hanging from the rearview mirror and had a Harley-Davidson steering wheel cover with orange writing. The suspect may also drive a newer Chevy Silverado 4x4, black or dark colored, and has a camo design, a 6-inch lift kit, and a front black brush guard. Remember the segment of our show where if you knew the individual real well, they could steal something from you? I wonder if they can sexually assault you too and get away with it, because this victim seems like they know this suspect pretty well. If you have any information about this suspect, incident, or vehicles described, please call Fort Gordon CID at 706-791-4611, 6507, or the police out there at 706-791-4380. If you think you know where they are and your tip leads to an arrest, and a press release is made saying a crime reports and rewards tipster tipped off the police, then you will be paid. Since the murders of several of our members of our armed forces in Chattanooga, several people all over the United States have been standing guard over our recruiting centers until they get the right to defend themselves. You may have noticed the individual you see on your screen standing guard on Wrightsboro Road outside the recruiting stations there that are near Harbor Freight, across the street from Augusta Mall. He has a past in law enforcement. In 2005, he became a certified peace officer. After that, he worked as a public safety officer at the former Augusta State University. The Richmond County Sheriff's Office says he is not doing anything illegal. They say it's okay to carry a rifle in Georgia according to our firearms laws, and that he's not breaking any laws. However, a local TV station recently brought up the fact that he had been arrested for libel when he took a picture of an individual off of social media and posted it to another part of media and called the individual a suspected terrorist. Now, he was arrested for that, right? I can't even get somebody arrested for grand theft auto or blackmail. What is the deal? People who are suspected terrorists can have police officers, former police officers and security people arrested for pointing them out. Hey, this guy might be a terrorist. So let's take a look at the law. In Georgia, a person commits the offense of criminal defamation when a privilege to do so and with intent to defame another, living or dead, he communicates false matter which tends to blacken the memory of one who is dead or which exposes one who is alive to hatred, contempt, or ridicule, and which tends to provoke a breach of the peace. A person who violates subsection A of this code section is guilty of a misdemeanor. So we go on down, we find out that it was challenged, and that the statute held that the criminal libel statute does not violate the First Amendment so long as the provisions in the statute are precise and objective. However, recently in Williamson v. State, 249 Georgia 851, in 1982, held that the statute was partially unconstitutional because the language tends to provoke a breach of peace, is vague and overbroad. Yet, in light of the decision, the statute has not been revised and remains on the books. So what do you guys think? A guy standing there with a rifle trying to protect our troops in a town where there is an unsolved murder of Dr. Joseph, who worked at Humana and was warning people about Islamic terrorists. Then we had a tip that came in that had a picture of a Facebook page, and the owner of the Facebook page had ISIS on the Facebook page. Then he had communications going to people in this area, to other individuals, and it appeared these communications were an attempt at radicalizing the individuals here in the area. So we may, we're not saying we do, but we may have as many as 4 individuals that could, we're not saying they are, could be radicalized here in this area. So if, we're not saying they are, but if there could be up to 4 individuals who could, not are, but could be radicalized in this area, do you think it's good to have a former police officer stand with a rifle in an area where possible Islamic terrorists could attack our recruiting station? We don't know. We're just asking questions. We're not saying anything. Don't run off and say we committed libel and have us put it in jail now, okay? But we want you to go to our Augusta Facebook page, Crime Reports and Rewards, and let us know what you think. Do you think it's fair to be arrested by taking the picture of somebody off of one social media site, posting it to another, and putting a comment below the picture? I don't know. That's why we're asking you. Go to our Crime Reports and Rewards.com Facebook page and let us know what you think. The North Augusta Department of Public Safety is looking for any information on the identity of the male you see on your screen. He's a suspect in a burglary that occurred at the Dollar General at Marketplace Drive in the early morning hours of July 13th. Any help would be greatly appreciated. If you think you've seen this individual, please contact Detective Chris Toole, Lieutenant Tim Thornton, or Sergeant Luke Sherman, Tony Kirkland of the City of North Augusta. Now, while we were looking for this individual, a tip came in from a Crime Reports and Rewards viewer that says, I can identify the man in the photo who broke into the Dollar General on Marketplace in North Augusta this past Monday, July 19th at 1:19 p.m. His name is Bobby Collins. He's from Clearwater, but has been in the South Augusta area. Well, there you go, folks. There's a Crime Reports and Rewards crime reporter that has sent in a tip that says, and this is exactly what the tip says, we're going to read it to you word for word, I can identify the man in the photo who broke into the Dollar General on Marketplace in North Augusta this past Monday, July 19th at 1:19 p.m. His name is Bobby Collins. He's from Clearwater, but has been in the South Augusta area. Sometimes we get accused of making up these tips. And we don't know if this tipster's telling us the truth or not. This tipster's saying his name's Bobby Collins. He's from Clearwater, but has been in the South Augusta area. She might be humming us like a kazoo. We don't know. But if you got this tip, what would you do? We forwarded this tip straight to Luke Sherman, Lieutenant Tim Thornton, and anybody else that would listen. We've sent this to local authorities so they can keep their eyes out over South Augusta. People, it doesn't matter if his name is or is not Bobby Collins, and it doesn't matter if he's from Clearwater. And it doesn't even matter if he's from the South Augusta area, because that's what the tip says. What does matter is we need you to look at everybody around you at the red lights. Everywhere. We need you to look at everybody around you at McDonald's, Kmart, Walmart, any mart. We need you to open your eyes and look around. If you see the mail that's on your screen, we need you to call the police right away. If any police agency or anybody does a press release that says a crime reports and rewards tipster called in a tip that resulted in the arrest of this suspect who broke into the marketplace in North Augusta this past Monday, July 19th at 1:19 p.m., you will get paid. Augusta Chronicle's crime reporter Doug Stutzman reports about 12:30 p.m. Richmond County Sheriff's deputies came to Circle K on the 2500 block of Lumpkin Road where an employee said a man stole a deposit bag containing $12,019. According to the police report, a clerk was about to leave and they left the deposit bag in a safe when she got tied up serving customers. She said she placed the money bag behind a door in the office, but when she returned to the office, it was missing. Where have we heard that before? Surveillance video showed a black male around 50 years old, 5'10", enter the room and leave with the bag. Deputies later recovered the empty bag. The suspect was last seen in a silver in color four-door sedan on Lumpkin Road. If you know who or where this 50-year-old, 5'10" black male who is driving a silver four-door sedan anywhere in the Lumpkin Road area may be, we urge you to please call the police. Crime Reports and Rewards at 803-441-8744. You can call us or text us. If a press release goes out that says a Crime Reports and Rewards tip led to an arrest, you will get paid.
Crime Reports and Rewards is brought to you by WBEK Channel 16. Crime Reports and Rewards is a production of Michael's Media. You've been watching Crime Reports and Rewards with Rick Griffin and Dave Michaels, where you stay anonymous, the criminals don't.